Welcome to Gravel Load. I'm Anthony, and my brother was looking for a new monitor. He wanted a ultra wide. I'll kind of go through some of the stuff he wanted in a monitor, but he didn't want to spend too much. Now, while you may want to game on a monitor or anything else, his is more, I want to get a lot of work done and be able to see multiple items um, on a display. So he went with an ultra wide. Now he was going back and forth on even looking at high end ultra wides, etc. And I can see why they're very attractive, especially with like the QD OLEDs, the 49 inches. But he had a budget, so um, I, he had a budget of what he wanted. He wanted it underneath $500. The cheaper, the better. And so there was a lot of 34 inches, and they had a lot of 1080. Well, this one here was 1440p for that resolution. I believe the resolution on this guy is 3440 by 1440. It's HDR IPS display, and you can get some cheaper ones, but for 500 bucks, I figured it was a pretty good value for what he wanted. So here's how it kind of comes. You kind of see the outside of the box. He had it shipped directly to me, so he may or may not have been home when this package arrived. So I'm always home, and so he had it shipped here for safety because guess what? Uh, there's nothing hiding that this is a monitor. They kind of shipped it. Okay, we'll get it to you. But what comes in the box here is you got the stand that's at the bottom, so you can, let's see, it's got a nice, it's a nice metal underneath there. I don't know, it might be hard to see that, but then it's got a release on there. Then it has, ooh, the monitor arm. This is hefty. I'm putting this all together just to put it back in the box once he's all done. I figured, he said do a quick unboxing of it if you want, and I've been trying to get a lot of other stuff done in the house, repainting a lot of the house before it is too miserable outside to leave the windows open. And it's a nice stand. It's a really plasticky outside, but again, he spent less than 500 bucks on this, so there's that. And then here is all of your cables, power, stand stuff. So, and you get a owner's manual on CD. So overall though, it seems like LG does a pretty good job of packing this. And let's see here. Yeah, LG does a great job of packing this. Whoops, sorry about that. There, the box is empty. We'll just set this off to the side. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, so not much else on this monitor in the box, but I figured for what he wanted to do and how he wanted to, for everything he wanted to display side by side, right? He was looking at doing multi-monitor setup, all that stuff, and I'm just like, well, there are ultra wides that kind of cover this, and it might be a way better option for you. So here it is. It's a nice, you can see here, it's basically bezel-less. It's just got the plastic housing on the outside, a thicker bezel on the bottom. Then on the bottom as well, you have your joystick, which I think is a huge benefit overall. It's just basic plastic housing on the side. And then let's see about this back. So we have two HDMI ports, a display port, two USBs, USB-B in, and then I believe it's a a 3.0 there, and then you also have your power in and your headphones. So I don't know if this has, I don't think it has speakers on it. Well, it might. So you might get that benefit here. Let's see how easy this is to put together. So the first step is to turn this back around. I'll have it set up for him, and then if he comes, I'll just quickly take it down. It shouldn't be too bad. Let's see, we can, I guess this is a good walkthrough anyways. So you get 4 screws here, a vase mount, which I think is key. Every monitor today should just be vase mountable. I don't, for me, I don't normally use the stands that come on my desk. I have 2 monitor arms, one a dual and one a single, so I'm a huge fan of monitor arms, but I can see where if you want to be able to go through and set up and have those. So this just, actually, I took these out for no reason. So these are there for if you want to put the vase mount in. Well, good job, LG. I actually appreciate that. That's a nice little touch. Not something that is going to probably make or break somebody's purchase, but to have the screws in here, so when you do get a vase mount, they're all right there, and you can just mount to it. Super simple. You don't have to fight with screws, and you don't have to figure out which screws you need to use. They're all right there, which it's a great benefit overall, I think, because if you get your screws wrong and it falls down, it's never a good time for your monitor. So, but overall, and here we go. Let's see. This little tab thing works pretty well. Tightens it up nicely. And so there we go. That is, it's got a nice, if it goes all the way up, does it rotate? No, no rotation. Just you're up, down, which is fine. It's an ultra wide. You probably aren't rotating it anyways. Let's see. I probably should just at least power this on. I don't have a laptop or anything close to be able to do anything more significant than power it on, but I think we can actually go through and just, at least you can see a little bit of it powering on, as long as the cord's long enough. Okay, so one thing about the power supply is that it is a 3-prong here, so interesting that they had that. And let's move this back a little bit. Well, I may stop this and come back and pick it up here in a second, so I have a long enough cord. Maybe grab an HDMI cord and we'll walk through this. Okay, I got it up and running, got my extension cord, but it's pretty nice overall. I got it connected to my laptop here, and it looks good. HDMI port 1. And just to run down some quick specs on this, this is their ultra wide, right? 21:9, and they say it's HDR10, and it's got an RGB of 99% color gamut. The RGB 99% color gamut on here. Some other specs, it's got a 75 hertz refresh rate, which is pretty good actually, for especially in this price point in an ultra wide. And you know, it's a 3440 by 1440. It's got a, they say it's HDR, but it's 300 nits, which is quite low, you know, compared to the 1,000 nits that are coming out now. But over standard def, I think that is quite reasonable for what you're paying for. And you know, 178-degree viewing angle. It's got 2 HDMIs. It's not HDMI 2.1, it's 2.0, I believe. I wish some of these, when they say here are the specs, I wish they would actually put that in the specs on their site here. Just well, let's see. It does have a headphone out, and then it has USB downstream if you need that. It's got one display port that should be 1.4 as well. It's total power consumption of 45 watts. If you have it off, it is, or it's the typical power consumption is 45 watts. Max is 67. DC off is zero point 0.3. So it's not really a huge power user overall. It does have adaptive sync. It has some smart energy saving, or super resolution, HDR, on-screen controls, all that fun stuff is built in. It does have speakers, which are 7 watts of 2-channel, and it is 18 pounds with the stand, almost 19, and it's 15 pounds without the stand. So that's a little bit there. It does have tilt and height, and this came out in 2020, so it's a little bit older monitor, but for what my brother paid, which was under 500, and it's quite good, brand new. And if you're looking for a monitor, right, this has got a pretty good thing. I know if you're gaming, you probably want something a little bit faster refresh rate, maybe even looking at OLED, whatever else. But if you're trying to get some work done, would like some stuff side by side, I think that this is a great option for you to look at, to see, or to help accomplish your work a little bit better, more efficiently, without having to run so many cables or have so many connections. Especially, he wants to not really have this connected to the desktop so much, but be able to connect in a laptop and a Surface as well, or a mobile device, uh, like a laptop, not a phone. But in that instance, right, if you have to, a dock is nice, but if you still have to have multiple wires run, it's an inconvenience. This way, it's one cord, you plug it in, you're good to go. So with that, I want to thank you for taking the time to help support Graverlo and helping this channel grow. Thank you for taking the time just to be able to watch the video, and let me know if you have any comments or questions about this monitor. I won't have it personally, but if you have a question, I'll let my brother know, and see if he can get back to me on that as well. But hopefully I can get some more videos rolling out to you. I've been trying to get some stuff upstairs done, get some rooms painted, so that they're kind of refreshed and don't have the old paint from the previous owner of the house. So thanks for watching. It helps support the channel. Until next time, God bless, and if you like, share, and subscribe.